The Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan.
23's in the house.
Gather round, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got a secret to share with you. Something absolutely seismic is going to happen on the 22nd of June, 2023, and that will change the game forever. We're talking about the NBA draft, baby.
The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
We do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Here's Curry back on top of the NBA once more.
Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Talk about elevation.
And hear this out. This is no ordinary event. It's where the greatest hoopers on the planet come to stride their stuff and show us what they're made of.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
56 of the first when LeBron got his first 2 points.
We know what you're thinking. Sure, the NBA draft is cool and all, but what's the big deal? Well, this year's draft is gonna be off the chain. We're talking about a crop of young guns so talented and skilled that they'll make your head spin faster than a basketball on a Harlem Globetrotter's finger. You won't want to miss this thing. There are levels to this game, and the NBA draft is no exception. From the surefire Hall of Famers to the never gonna make it types, a wide range of talent will be strutting their stuff. But hey, let's be real. In the NBA draft, there's no such thing as a sure thing. Even the most highly touted prospects can fall flat on their faces. But on the other side of the court, a lowly second-round pick could end up becoming the next big star like LeBron James or Tim Duncan. We're not sure. It's all flying up in the air, and that's what makes it so damn exciting. Are you excited to know who the big dogs are in this year's draft? Well, it's a top-heavy year with serious talent that could go anywhere from the front of the pack to the back. And even if your team doesn't snag a superstar, don't fret. There are so many diamonds in the rough, and they're just waiting to be discovered. First, let's talk about a guy who's got the entire NBA buzzing like a beehive. LeBron James himself called him an alien, which is the ultimate compliment in the world of basketball. This dude is a straight-up monster. Meet Victor Wembanyama, aka Wemby, the 7'2", or maybe even 7'4", depending on who you ask, basketball phenom who's set to take the league by storm. He's got a wingspan that could wrap around the entire court twice, and the skills to match. Scoring, agility, defense, this guy's got it all. And if you're smart, you will want him on your team, because his potential is sky high. Wembley's got the talent to be an all-star, a superstar, and a legend. But we hear you asking, what are the risks? Big guys like Wembley have had their fair share of injuries over the years, and we don't want to invest in someone who's just going to end up on the bench someday. That's just a bunch of hogwash. Sure, there are risks, but there are risks with everything in life. Would you pass up a chance of a lifetime just because of a might? Of course not. We've already talked about Victor Wembanyama. Now it's time to turn our attention to the number 2 pick, Scoot Henderson, who's an absolute machine on the court. This guy's got moves so sick they should come with a warning label. We're talking about sick blow-bys, powerful dunks, and finishes that'll make your head burst. What really sets Scoot apart is his setup passing game. He's the LeBron James of passing, setting up his teammates with alley-oops that'll make your jaw drop. And Scoot's pick and roll game? This guy's a true master. Damn! But what really gets us going about Scoot is his drive. He's the kind of player who will make you want to jump out of your seat, scream out your lungs, and high-five anyone within your reach. After Wembley and Scoot, things start to get interesting, because the NBA draft is all about finding the right fit and the right player to take the team to the next level. Each team's pick ultimately depends on their specific needs. With that being said, the next best prospect is Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is the kind of player who will turn your team from good to great. When it comes to draft boards, believe us, this guy is a bit of a wild card. Some experts have him all the way down at 7th, while others have penciled him at the top. But he's as good as anyone for that number 3 spot. Why? Because this guy's got skills for days, and he's not afraid to show them off. First off, let's just talk about his scoring game. Brandon Miller has a polished 3-level scoring ability that's as smooth as butter. He's got the range, and he's always happy to show it. Plus, his size is a massive advantage on the court. He's towering over defenders like Godzilla over Tokyo. And that's not even the best part. Miller's also a serious threat on defense. Thanks to his 6'9" frame, he can grab rebounds and shut down opponents. And hear this, Miller has got some serious passing skills too. He's a true asset on both ends of the court, and there's no small forward in the draft who's as complete on both offense and defense as Brandon Miller. Now, we know what you're thinking, but wait, isn't Paul George the ultimate small forward? I mean, sure, Paul George is a great player, but here's the thing. Miller is actually a better shooter than PG was at the same age. That's right. This guy's got the kind of shooting skills that would make Steph Curry jealous. Wait, scratch that. While George may be more athletic and a better defender, Miller is no slouch. He's the complete package with the skills and the size and heart to take your team all the way. A player who can make an impact on your team from day one. Next up is the Thompson twins, Amen and Asar. These two dudes are tearing up the court and making a real splash in the basketball world. Amen has crazy athleticism and mad skills as a lead guard. Seriously, when he's running down the court, it's like he's in fast forward and everyone else is in slow-mo. The only thing he really could work on is his shooting, but who needs outside shots when you can just dominate with your lightning fast drives and slick passes? Meanwhile, Asar is more of a wing, but he's just as explosive as his brother. In fact, he's like a ninja on the court, slipping in and stealing the ball. He's also like a wall on defense, blocking shots left and right and making his opponents cry for mercy. Now, some people might be skeptical of the Thompson twins because they didn't play in college or overseas. Instead, they played for a small pro team in Atlanta. But these guys have skills. It doesn't matter where they played or who they played against. They're just plain good. And they will make a big splash in the NBA, mark our words. Well, everyone's got their eyes on some big names like Jarace Walker, Cam Whitmore, Grady Dick, Nick Smith Jr., Cason Wallace, and Anthony Black. But hold on to your seat because we've got a dark horse in the race, and it's G.G. Jackson. This young buck is only 18, but he's already a towering 6'9". Jackson may not be the best shooter, but he's got potential to be a long-term prospect that any team would be lucky to have. And if he falls past the first round, consider him a steal of a deal. When it comes to offense, Jackson has already shown flashes of brilliance. He's got a sweet mid-range game with footwork so smooth it could make a ballerina jealous. And when he pulls up for a jumper, it's like watching a work of art. Yeah, sure, he may have some ups and downs on defense, but hey, who doesn't? He's 18. Give him a chance to learn from the pros, and he'll be locking down the court in no time. Taylor Hendricks may not be a household name yet, but he will be soon. This guy is the real deal. A first-round talent that some experts are foolishly predicting will fall to the second round. If that happens, we'll eat our hats. And trust us, we look terrible in hats. Standing at 6'9", Hendricks is a power forward who can also play small ball center. Hendricks is a scoring machine with a silky smooth jump shot that'll make you want to scream, "Kobe!" every time he pulls up. Despite being a shooter, he's an excellent offensive rebounder too. And you know what they say, offense wins games, but rebounds win championships. This guy is a defensive stud too. Plus the best part, he's the ultimate team player, setting picks and making smart cuts to the basket. And if you're into analytics, then you'll love Hendricks because he is the darling of the analytics community, with advanced stats that will again and again make your head spin. So basically, he can do it all: score, rebound, defend, and make some clever plays. Thank you for watching Heroes of the Courtside. If you're enjoying our content, hit the subscribe button and tap that bell so you never miss another video from us. We'll see you on the court.